Hey, what's up people? Roboday back with another video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit of choosing the best gun for the situation you are in, or the situation you will be in, or any type of situation you want to be in. So let's get right into it. This is the ninth episode of the series Getting Better at Call of Duty, and we're going to talk about guns and how to use them and how have the better weapon in any case and any situation. So first of all, let's talk about close quarters combat. So I'm gonna mostly talk about as public matches, not really GB because it's just a little bit different. It's not that much different, but it's a little bit different, and there is other things to understand in game battles. So in public matches, in close quarters, public matches, um, most of the guns that you will always see is probably some shotguns or some machine guns. Some machine guns such as MTAR X, Vepr, Bison, Vector are the most common weapons to use in a close quarter combat. And in shotgun situations, you got any of the shotguns, but you mostly see the TAC-12 and the Bulldog shotgun, which are the two most good weapon and the two most powerful weapon. So, whenever you get into a close combat situation, I guess let's see using a shotgun in the map Flooded, and which is a pretty big map. But if you stay on the B domination side of the map, which is all the bureau and everything like that, you will probably have a good chance of winning most of your gun battles and having a good game at the end, because it's a very close quarter combat. There's a lot of corners and there's a lot of running around corners, and using a close quarter combat such as the Bison and the Bulldog will surely help you guys do a better game. Whenever you're playing in another map where there is less of a hiding spot or turning around corners or close quarter combat, let's say using a Bulldog in Flooded or a Bison in Flooded. You might know the Bison has a big recoil and it shoots up in the air really quick, and the only difference is that you gotta make sure to hip fire more with the Bison because it's gonna have a less recoil. Whenever you're playing Flooded, you gotta make sure to always stay back in your, not stay back in your spawn, but you always has to stay behind cover. So make sure to stay behind the cover. Whenever you run, stay behind a, let's say in the construction yard, stay behind the truck and move towards a trailer, and then you should be able to pick off a lot of people in that situation. You gotta make sure to stay behind some cover. That's the most important thing whenever you're using close quarter combat in a large map such as Prison Break or let's say Octane, where there's a lot of line of sight possibilities. So that's pretty much it for close quarter combat, if I explain it like this. The next thing I want to talk about is probably long range combat, mid-range long range combat, because it's too close. Your weapon of choice will be, let's say mid-range combat, your weapon of choice will be the AR or submachine gun such as the MTAR or the Vector. The other guns are not that good for mid-range combat in the submachine gun category, but some machine guns such as MTAR and Vector are pretty good. AR, there is pretty much all the AR that are pretty good, and what I suggest to you guys whenever you play in a mid-range map such as Octane, Warhawk, Sovereign, maybe all the maps you play in GB or in the clan versus clan playlist, these are mostly medium range map. But make sure to keep an eye on a simple layout and a simple, like, make sure whenever you got a route, just maintain the look over that route. Just maintain the sight that you have. If you have a good line of sight, just maintain it, and you should be okay picking off people at pretty good mid distance. You guys gotta make sure to be accurate as most, and not let the enemy get near you or anything like that, and don't let the enemy spot you easily from long distance. So whenever you're playing in Octane, for example, if there's somebody in the motel and you are in, let's say, gas station, make sure to be behind cover so that you head glitch the people and the people that say that are in the motel have difficulties spotting you and difficulties at shooting you. So that's an example of close quarter combat and using your environment. The last thing I want to talk about is long range discussion. Long range is mostly going to comport of three sort of weapons: the AR weapons, the LMG weapon, and the sniper rifles weapon. Sniper rifles is pretty good, but you have to be mostly accurate because you don't have a lot of time to shoot. You have to most of the time reload your weapon, like crank it up, or reload it, or it has a super big recoil, and it have most time to like get back on your target. LMG is a pretty good weapon in public matches. Whenever you put on a target finder or a thermal sight, it should be pretty good. Just put on this muzzle prick or silencer, and you should be pretty able to pick off people at a very long distance. That's pretty much it for LMGs. And AR, mostly gonna use some ARs like the AK-12 or the AR Remington, which are some two beast rifles at long range. There is one only example for some machine guns that you can use at long range, which is the MTAR. If you got a pretty good accuracy, you could be using the MTAR for shooting people at long distance. But make sure to have a good accuracy, because if you miss, you're probably gonna get killed from that person. So gotta make sure to stay at long distance, stay behind cover, even at long distance. But you gotta make sure to help your team winning. And this is the most important thing about Call of Duty, is winning. And it's not only your KD or yourself. I think you may have a good KD, but winning is always better than having a good KD in the end. If you can have both. Sorry guys. It's sure gonna help you be a lot better and feel more confident in. So that was it for this environment slash guns in certain situation help in this tutorial. I hope you guys liked the video. If so, leave a like, leave a comment saying whatever you want. If you want something to help me, you guys on, or if you want something to see, just let me know. And subscribe for more videos. Robot Ice out. Peace.